Lots of people say that macOS used to look the best in the days of the Aqua team from the early 2000s, but does the recently updated macOS liquid glass design actually beat the old Aqua? And the first thing that you notice with both of these systems is that, of course, the login screens are completely different. On macOS Golden Gate, I don't really see any buttons. We can just type in our password. And on this one also, let's type in the password. And here I can actually press a button, login. The first major difference that you see in both of these systems is the evolution of the dock. This one is like a whole square and this one is like something rounded. The magnification effects design actually looks very similar on both of them. It's like almost unchanged over the years. The next thing that we can notice also is that the top menu panel is completely different. This one is completely transparent, I guess, but this one is like a whole bar at the top. And god, that little icon in the corner looks super cool. It's like almost also like a water droplet design. And the thing I like about Tahoe and Golden Gate is that the contextual menu also has that glassy design. What about the menu on this one? This one is very basic and there is no Aqua theme on the contextual menu. Let's go to appearance and let's also find appearance on this one. On macOS Tiger we can see that all of the buttons also are like basically like a water droplet. Oh, and also these traffic light, close, minimize and full screen buttons, those are very glossy on this one. While on Golden Gate, these buttons are very basic for some reason. But the buttons on this one, they kind of look also very basic. But when you interact with them, for example, the slider, this one turns translucent. Oh, and also on macOS Tiger, there's this glow animation on these kinds of buttons. And wait, where can I find the slider? This one doesn't turn translucent, but I guess it's already translucent by default. Wait, and let's check out the Finder. And the icons are also looking very fitting with the theme. It's like they're made of water or something. On macOS Tahoe, the icons are a bit more simplistic, but they also look very nice, in my opinion. This whole video is very subjective. You might disagree with me, you might agree with me. Leave down in the comments what do you think about these features that we are comparing today. And also, we can see that on Golden Gate, I have some widgets in the corner. I can't quite remember where there are widgets on Tiger as well. Wait, let's see. Folder actions, what is that? Enable folder actions. I'm not sure if we can add widgets to the desktop, maybe we can. But we have like a dedicated panel, a dedicated application for widgets separately. Which widgets do you think look better? macOS Tiger or macOS Golden Gate? I think I might have to go for Golden Gate widgets. And also we didn't quite fully check out the Finder. Let's open up that one once more. This is how the Finder on Tiger and on Golden Gate looks side by side. This one, once again, feels like it has more style to it. And also for me personally, I like these icons. They are so much clearer and it kind of helps me locate whichever category I need to open first. Much faster. On this one, it seems kind of more simplistic. There we have the icons side by side of all of the applications. Then I want to check out the system settings. Let's go to system preferences and on this one also system settings. This is how they look side by side. And I personally prefer this design more because it just seems more easier to find something. Because all of the setting categories and the icons are in one place. I don't have to scroll around to find something. As opposed to on this one, it kind of feels more like what I would find on my iPhone. Apple Images. Oh, and I remember these kinds of categories. Golden Gate is of course much richer in wallpapers. And what are these ones? Okay, very early 2000s. And I like how all of the wallpapers also have that Aqua style to it. macOS Golden Gate and each other macOS version also does this. And I also just realized one thing that I want to see. And just look at the reflection on the dock. This one, like we can see stuff through the dock. I guess on Tiger it's a bit more basic, but on macOS Golden Gate there was like a very specific effect on everything that goes behind the dock. We can see all of the letters reflect on the dock. This is one thing I like about the liquid glass design. And then what about the launchpad? I don't remember if macOS Tiger had a launchpad. We actually also have Spotlight on Tiger, and I guess I can just search for all of the applications on here. Spotlight on Golden Gate of course looks like this, and it has been merged with what what used to be called Launchpad. I have heard a lot of people that don't like this applications app. I have had no problems with it so far. Then the next thing I want to check out is some UI customization. Can we even customize anything on macOS Tiger? Is there dark mode on macOS Tiger? On macOS Golden Gate, we of course have dark mode, but with this update of macOS, they have recently added this liquid glass section. Actually, I just turned it all the way to this side, and now it's like more see-through, I guess. And if we go the other way, okay, it just makes everything a lot less see-through. And let's turn on the dark mode. How does it look like on dark mode? Oh, and also what I just noticed is that the buttons also get darker if I turn this one all the way here. But then what about dark mode on this macOS? Was there even a dark mode? Blue or graphite? Okay, yeah, on macOS Tiger we can actually make like the whole Aqua theme graphite instead of blue. But I don't see the dark mode. On macOS Golden Gate, what is really cool is that we can change the icon and widget style. We can make all of the icons have a dark style, like this one. And then you can also make them clear, which is something I use on my iPhone. This one I'm a huge fan of. And I can see that they have actually updated this one, the clear design. I'm guessing this was done so that all of the apps can be like, you can recognize them faster. And there's also the tinted mode, which I don't really use, but you can personalize your own macOS much more with this one, okay. The next thing I want to check out on both of these ones to see which one is better is individual applications. How do they look like? What I like about macOS Tiger is this scroll bar. It looks also like a water droplet. This macOS terminal I actually really like because it has been upgraded from what we saw on macOS Sequoia. This change already happened in macOS Tahoe. The change I'm talking about is the fact that it's now translucent, and that makes it look so much better actually. Then what about something like the activity monitor? Okay, yeah, it's called activity monitor on this one. This one looks like this. I remember this design. It has a lot more colors, but this one has less color and it's more basic. But we can see that there is the liquid glass design on the top as well here for the buttons. And when I press on these buttons, they kind of expand a little bit. That doesn't happen on macOS Aqua. iCal. The calendar used to be called iCal. And what is that calendar? Okay. This is one design quirk about the Aqua theme that I really like. Golden Gate doesn't do that. Yeah, this one is more basic, more simpler, and more straight to the point, I guess. Well, this one has more style and personality. And what is this? This one doesn't even put us in full screen. It only maximizes the window. Well, here if we do that, it just goes into full screen. And macOS Aqua is a lot more animated. There's like small little animations everywhere, which I'm super into this. Calculator, what about that one? This one is so weird looking. The calculator design I prefer more than macOS Golden Gate because it's more simpler, and this one has more style, but it takes like a maybe extra bit of brain power to understand it. Or maybe that's just because I'm used to the Golden Gate calculator. So these were two different macOS versions from two different eras compared. Let me know what do you think down in the comments below, and I'll be back.